esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución. No los queremos, no los necesitamos.
Okay, so what do you call yourself? Huh? ¿Cómo se llama?
esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución. No los queremos, no los necesitamos.
Okay, so what do you call yourself? Huh? ¿Cómo se llama?
summer. Come and get in on the fun. It's a crucial summer. And it's on.
When you get to that point where you think it's over, if you can wake up and take a breath in the morning, it is not over. And you are so much closer to having that moment that breaks it all open for you than you realize, and just don't give up. Keep going.
In 2007, a 25-year-old aspiring music executive in Atlanta, Georgia, had an idea. Scooter Braun had gone from college dropout to running a record label marketing department in no time, but a quarter-life crisis would find him reassessing his goals and staking out on his own. He had a vision for two artists. One, a young boy with an angelic voice that evoked Jackson 5-era MJ, and another, a rapper who could speak directly to a diverse generation of college kids that Scooter saw as underserved. In a matter of months, he would find both. And over the next 15 years, he would become the most successful manager in music, shepherding the careers of Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and the Kid Laroi, among many, many others. In 2021, he would sell his company, SB Projects, to the Korean multinational Hybe for a whopping $1.1 billion and assume the role of CEO at Hybe America. And it all started with one idea.
How did your parents' professional life inform your ambitions?
It wasn't necessarily their professional life, because my parents never really talked to me about money or business. And my mom was an orthodontist and my dad was a dentist. I think having an independent working mom, she was one of the first females in the country to have her own private practice, informed how I saw partnership, how I saw equality. But what I do is so different than what they do. I mean, they really had the 9 to 5 and then, had emergencies here and there for patients, but the path I chose wasn't school, wasn't a 9 to 5. I wanted to make my own path. My biggest early supporter was my father. He used to come in our room every night before we went into bed and tell us that he held us to a higher standard because we were worth something. And I think over the years, that propaganda that he kept saying to us really worked, because we believed we could achieve things.
I know in high school you played AAU basketball. What do you think is sort of the most lasting, significant things that you learned from youth athletics?
The most lasting thing is the friendships. I have a text chain on my phone, 7 guys from my old AAU team, and we still to this day talk all year long on this text chain, checking up on each other, cracking jokes, and we come together for a weekend every year around March Madness. But what it informed is teamwork. It informed my ability to not judge anything in the first quarter. We were never allowed to celebrate until the game was won. When we played at tournaments, we were never allowed to think, okay, we can beat this team. What about that? We had to treat each thing as the moment. That is what we were going after. And I think that informed a lot of the way I saw business. I could think long term, but I always could address the moment.
Do you consider yourself a competitive person?
Yeah, I think I'm competitive. I think that I compete with myself. I think that there was a point in my life where insecurities played into the role of you're young and you want to compare and you want to see what somebody's doing, you get competitive. But I think I got into a place in my life where I genuinely want to see people succeed. I call it my vacation theory. If everyone's doing well, it means they can pay for their own vacation. So I want everyone to do well, and my competition is who I see in the mirror.
What are the qualities about yourself that you hold on to the most tightly?
A really big one for me is I don't want to ever lose myself. I'm really close with a group of friends of mine who I've had since childhood. And I hold on to those guys really tightly because they know Scott, they know me, and no matter where I go in this world, I have that foundation with them.
So you, like me, are a college dropout.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got a lot out of that experience just being in Atlanta, being on the party scene and all of these things. When you think about your kids, do you feel like college is an important or a necessary thing for them?
Look, I don't know what college is gonna be like when my kids are that age. What I would say is everyone's path is different, everyone's journey is different. I don't see college as something I'm gonna tell my kids they need unless they want to be a lawyer or a doctor, they need certain diplomas. The reason why I want my kids to go to college is because I regret missing out on so much of my youth. There's just something so unique about the community of college if you actually do it that way. The kinship that you have with these people, I realize that that is the beauty of college. And it's an opportunity to grow up socially within that community before you enter the real world. And I had a different type of college because mine was Atlanta. Once I left school, it was really just the city of Atlanta.
While you're in Atlanta, you start your sort of professional career, first selling fake IDs and then promoting some parties. It takes a very particular skill set and hustle to be a successful party promoter. What do you think it is about you that made you so good at that?
I think that I was good at putting myself in other people's shoes. And I find myself in some ways to be extraordinary, but in many ways to be very ordinary. The music that I like is liked by a lot of people, or the type of party and element that I want to create is liked by a lot of people. So by being that ordinary, I kind of had a sense of taste of like what would work for a lot of people. The other skill set I would say is just like a grind. You know, I just had this almost obnoxious work ethic because I just like didn't want to stop. I was so afraid of failure at that point that once I started something, I had to see it through.
Speaking of the fear of failure, I think it's everyone's nightmare to like throw a party and no one show up. What was it that gave you the confidence that I'm gonna put together an event and all these people are gonna come?
I don't think that was fear of failure. I think that was ignorance. My father used to come in our room every single night, like I told you, and he would say, you know, Bronze are different, you boys are special, to me and my brother, and we shared a room. And I think after years and years of hearing that, I just thought, why not me? So I remember I stopped by this club and there's this guy, B.A., his partner is this guy, Kerry, and they had a club called Chaos in Atlanta in Buckhead. And I just was like, hey, if I bring people here next week, would you give me money? Because I'd stopped selling fake IDs and I didn't want to be broke. He was like, yeah, how many people can you bring? And I said, how many people does it hold? He's like, 800. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he looked at me like I was insane. And I didn't know that that was hard. I just thought, why not me? And I printed a bunch of flyers at Kinko's and got a bunch of girls that I was friends with to pass out the flyers with me. Got a DJ who I knew could play really good hip hop and rock and roll, and 800 people showed up. I think once you go from the idea of potential to expectation, that's when you see what people are made out of. I had the potential to throw these parties, and the potential started to show. And then there was an expectation, can he do it again? And that's when the fear of failure comes. That's when I was like, well, now I'm doing this and now I'm seen as successful in this. Like, I don't want to fail. Like, I want to make this bigger. I want to make this bigger. And at that point in my life, fear of failure really drove me. It doesn't drive me at all today. But at that point in my life, it was the reason I was getting probably for 10 years, 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night, which was incredibly unhealthy and led me, you know, not living the healthiest lifestyle. But I just was so afraid of dropping the ball. I had dinner with a friend last night, and he and I used to drive around and say, if you let us in the game, man, we're never gonna get it back. And it's Coach K from QC.
That's crazy.
And I was probably 21 years old. This is 20 years ago. And I was just thinking to myself, how crazy this is, from like sleeping on the couch and you know, all these different things to being in this position. I just feel really fortunate, really lucky.
After you promote these parties and start meeting people, you end up linking with Jermaine Dupri and working for him for several years. What were the most important things that you learned during that period of sort of apprenticeship?
Jermaine just told me I had more potential. He said, you have more potential than parties. So it was just the belief in me that made a massive difference. I think when someone believes in you and sees that you're more than what you're showing, that can change your life. And then Jermaine exposed me to other things. I had never been to Los Angeles until Jermaine took me. I had never seen that world until Jermaine pulled me into it. And I think the exposure that Jermaine gave me to the upper echelons of success within the music industry made me believe I deserved to be there and I could be there. That's my brother for life. Like, I'm grateful to him beyond. Because he saw a kid throwing parties in Atlanta, Georgia, and was like, come with me, I'm gonna show you the rest of this.
Just 20 years old, Braun was promoted to the head of marketing at Jermaine Dupri's So Def Records. In the years that followed, Scooter would cement his reputation in the music industry as an idea guy, connector, and broker. He would even put together a $12 million Pontiac deal for rapper and friend Ludacris. But in 2007, he was ready to go out on his own, founding a management company, SB Projects, and signing a teenager from Canada,
Chris Acosta, what's
whose
good?
name you've likely heard a couple times since.
Yeah.
When you leave working with Jermaine and decide to go out on your own, how did you put the pieces together to even endeavor to do this? And what kind of runway had you built for yourself in order to get SB Projects off the ground?
Yeah, when I left Jermaine, it was a combination of me knowing it was time to go and some things happened that like I had to go. I did like a campaign deal for Ludacris with Cadillac for 2 miles an hour with the Pontiac Solstice. And made a little money from that and a little calling card to say, okay, I can do marketing outside of Jermaine.
Scotty.
And it got me little marketing gigs here and there, but I knew like, my brother was backpacking South America, and I always thought backpacking was something kids did to like escape the real world. But I was kind of lost, so I just bought a one-way ticket to Chile. I met him there, and we hit South America, 15-hour bus rides, $5 to $20 a night hostels, like living out of a backpack for a month. And I came back completely rejuvenated, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I had enough money for 13 months before I went broke. And I said, I'm gonna find acts that I believe in that no one else wants, and I'm gonna make that my calling card. I'm gonna find 2 to 3 acts, because Shaka Zulu, Ludacris's manager, was like, if you find one, you're good. Find 2, it's crazy. I wrote down a plan. I said, I'm finding a kid who can rap his ass off, but speaks to all these college kids who doesn't have anybody directly talking to them, and discovered Asher Roth on MySpace. And I had this idea of like, I was a big Michael Jackson fan of the Jackson 5, of this angelic voice singing love songs that made you believe in love again. And Justin fit that mold. And everyone thought I was in Atlanta, was killing it because I had my apartment and I had this kid living in a little townhouse illegally, and this guy living in like this broken down house 2 minutes away from that, and Asher was babysitting Justin sometimes, and like, it was wild back those days. But I fully believed in these guys, and I risked everything. I was in month 11, I was 25 years old. My dad called me just to check up, see how I'm doing, and I didn't know why, I just broke down crying. And I was like, Dad, I got 2 more months before I'm broke, and no one knows, and these people are depending on me. I got this kid, 13-year-old kid, and his mom, Asher, and his buddy, like, this is done. And he was like, look, you haven't listened to me since you were 18 years old. You've come this far. You said you got 2 more months to see it through. And the next day, Asher walked into my apartment and played me I Love College. And that song saved our company.
Crazy.
That was this idea that success and failure live next door to each other. And I always remember that, and I hope that helps people know that, like, when you get to that point where you think it's over, if you can wake up and take a breath in the morning, it is not over. And you are so much closer to having that moment that breaks it all open for you than you realize, and just don't give up, keep going. My biggest advantage in my professional life is probably my biggest disadvantage. I think I care too much. I've gotten better about it, but someone who really cares about me once told me that I'm a little too fragile sometimes. I think that's really allowed me to be really good at my job, but I think it's also caused a tremendous amount of frustration at times. But I wouldn't want to be any other way.
When you reflect back on yourself and your own performance in that period, what do you think were the holes in your game as a manager?
I think what made me a really great manager in the beginning of my career was my deep insecurity and my need for others to tell me that I had achieved something or I had helped them or I was worthy because they told me I was worthy. I have a wonderful relationship with the artists I work with. It goes in ups and downs, and you live through those ups and downs together, and people become family because of that. I've been fired and rehired twice now. And I think that the last couple years of me rediscovering myself almost allows me to be a worse manager because I don't have that insatiable need to find that satisfaction outside of myself. But it's made me a much better leader because I'm comfortable enough to scale and trust other people. That's why I'm not a day-to-day manager anymore, because how I've changed doesn't make me the most suited person to do that job.
With management, it has always struck me that there's a very delicate balancing act that you have to do because on the one hand, you are there at the request of the talent, and so you are fighting for what is in their best interest, of course, but sometimes what they want and what is in their best interest, or at least what you perceive to be their best interest, are at odds. How do you negotiate that?
I think in the beginning of my career, and this is a mistake probably, I thought I was right. And as long as we had success, I believed that I was justified in what I was doing. And like I said, my father believed in me more than anyone in the world, but he also gave me that pattern because I don't want to take anything away. This is one of the greatest fathers in the world, but he was doing the best he could with what he had, like all of us do. And as an adult, I realized there's things about the way I was raised that I don't want to do with my children. And he and I had a conversation with certain things that I was like, that wasn't okay. And he looked at me and he said, but it worked. And my response to him at this place in my life was, no, I was great despite it, not because of it, and so were you. Unfortunately, I think sometimes the acts that I worked with, they had ambitions and they had certain things they wanted to do. And I thought, okay, well, I disagree with them and I'm just gonna force the issue. And as long as we're still successful, but if you continue to do that over and over again, that artist doesn't necessarily feel ownership of that success. And I'm much better about that now than I was then. What I definitely know now and what I've been doing for probably the last 5 to 7 years has really been saying, this is your journey. I'm here to help facilitate it. I will tell you if I disagree, but it has to be your decision.
In managing artists, you have to be able to be incredibly candid with them and have tough conversations and also private conversations. But we live in a world where anytime anything goes sideways, everything is aired out in public.
Yeah, you have to know your truth. You have to know the people that love you, they know who you are.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Thursday. Just playing a little Scooter Braun interview on Idea Generation. Shout out to Jersey, Chris, S. Dot, Rusty, Yaya, Chris Acosta. And if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, help the algorithm out and all that good stuff. We're about to get started shortly. All right?
You have to live it now, and what I've been doing for probably the last 5 to 7 years has really been saying, this is your journey. I'm here to help facilitate it. I will tell you if I disagree, but it has to be your decision.
In managing artists, you have to be able to be incredibly candid with them and have tough conversations and also private conversations. But we live in a world where anytime anything goes sideways, everything is aired out in public.
Yeah, you have to know your truth. You have to know the people that love you, they know who you are. You have to live in a place of truth. Like, people are gonna tell their story. People might have revisionist history. They just might make up a story. Sometimes you gotta take ownership of your own mistakes because you're the one who wishes it didn't go down that way because you've learned, but you did. You know, so I would say you can't live your life defined by how someone else is gonna tell your story. You know, because the truth is no one's gonna remember any of us in a couple hundred years. Our impact is the only thing that remains, not necessarily who our names were. So I think 1, don't have an ego about it. 2, don't let someone else define you. 3, have empathy. You know, have empathy that if somebody's doing that, that might have nothing to do with you. You know, and you can choose to react in rage, or you can choose to say, what am I gonna learn from this moment? How do I be better the next time? And then also boundaries. I thought my whole life, people would say, oh, boundaries are there to protect you. And I thought I had to be tough the way I was raised. So I was like, I don't need boundaries. I don't need protecting. And then someone I really respect taught me recently that boundaries are there to help you educate someone else on how you deserve to be treated. And if someone is going to air out laundry constantly with no context, you're allowed to not have them in your life. You're allowed to walk away. I think at this point, actually, I process criticism based on my own resistance to it. If I'm truly resistant to criticism, it's because I haven't settled something in myself and I actually need to run towards that criticism and see why I'm resistant. When I'm indifferent, then I know it has nothing to do with me.
You've had several clients over the course of your career who have had personal troubles. Justin, when he was sort of late teen, Demi, Kanye. And anytime you see a talent going through this, the sort of typical Twitter reaction is like, oh, their team needs to help them. Shouldn't this person be helping? But obviously that is much easier said than done. When you're actually in that situation and you are the manager, how do you think the best way to approach that kind of situation is?
Someone once said to me, they were like, you're a manager, you're not God. Like, why do people think? But I also see the other side of it. I remember watching the Amy Winehouse documentary and the manager said it wasn't my responsibility to help her, it was my responsibility to get her on stage. And I found that to be absolutely outrageous. I think it's almost as if you're dealing with someone who's dealing with addiction and you go to Al-Anon meetings. The only person who's gonna turn that addiction around is the person themselves. They have to make a conscious decision. They deserve the credit if they turn it around, and it's on them. Doesn't mean you don't have a responsibility to try and help or be there for that person or be a place they can come back to that's safe. If you're not willing to do that, you should not be on their team. Do I ever doubt myself? Constantly. I have my insecurities, I have my ego, I have, you know, my need for respect or not feeling enough. So yeah, I definitely doubt myself. And sometimes that's helpful and sometimes it's crippling.
In the 5 years since our first conversation, you've enjoyed some incredible highs, but then you've also had both personal challenges and then some professional things like buying Big Machine and getting caught up in a back and forth with Taylor Swift. What do you think it was about that moment in your career that led to this sort of tumultuous period?
Every story has arcs. You know, it has to kind of go up and down. Like you're on the rise, it's great. When you get to a certain point, people are gonna take shots. I just look at it as like, it needed to happen, it was a gift. And I choose to look at it as like, these moments that you think someone's attacking you, or these moments that you think are unfair. One, you play a role in every one of these moments because you're part of the story. And two, you can choose to be angry, resentful, bitter, and actually become the story in your anger. Or you can choose to say, thank you for playing a role in my growth and move on.
I got a Billy, bitch.
And I think this whole process has led me to understanding that that's worth working towards.
Taylor lobbed accusations, but Scooter took the high road, focused on his own business, and turned the page. He helped craft a charity single featuring two of his biggest stars. The following year, he would announce a partnership with South Korean hitmaker Bang Si-hyuk. And then, just recently, as CEO of Hybe America, he acquired his old friend Coach K's Quality Control Music in a deal worth $320 million.
Crazy.
But while he continued to achieve new professional zeniths, life dealt Scooter an unfortunate personal challenge in the form of a public divorce, leading Scooter to pause, reassess his approach to both parts of his life, and embark on a journey of mindfulness and self-improvement.
You've built this business, you've sold the business, you've exited, you're now still overseeing it. What has the transition been like from, you know, being the sort of captain of your own ship to now being part of this much larger company?
I mean, it's different, but the part of the reason I did it is because Bang didn't want me to not be a captain of my ship. And even the people I'm pursuing now, For our company to acquire and bring into our business, they're other entrepreneurs, and my biggest thing to them is he doesn't let me call him anything but partner. He's never interfered with my ship. We work in tandem. If you're gonna join this, you're gonna be a partner. You can build with other entrepreneurs if you respect their fact that they're an entrepreneur. And the chairman, Bang, is a dreamer. He's brilliant, and he respects the entrepreneurial experience because he's an entrepreneur himself. I'll never forget, right before we closed the deal, he and I were doing Zooms every couple days to get to know each other to see if we wanted to do the deal. One day he said to me, you know, the team has a lot more due diligence to do, but I'm gonna close the deal next week. I don't even know if we're gonna have the diligence done. And I was like, what's going on? He said, you know, in the West, you guys always talk about the transaction. How do we get the deal done? How do we get the deal done? But in the East, we talk about what we're gonna do once the deal is done. How are we gonna build together? How are we gonna work together? He goes, in all our Zoom conversations, you never once talked to me about the transaction. You talked to me about music, you talked to me about culture, you talked to me about family, you talked to me about philosophy, you talked to me about fun things that we can do together. Whatever we find in diligence, it doesn't matter, because you and I together will deal with it on the other side. And that's why I'm gonna do this deal. And that's a very, very unique partner to have. And that made me, that conversation had me call my guy and say, close the deal, I'm ready, let's do this. How do I know when to pivot? It's a gut feeling. You know, I don't think there are any wrong decisions. I think we're all on this journey and we're learning what we need to learn. So I pivot when I feel like it's the right decision, when, you know, life is taking me in that direction.
When you and I were coming up as college students, early professionals, there was a huge premium put on hustle culture. We looked at the guys like Dame Dash. And like,
sleep when you're dead.
Exactly. And we now exist in a world where that is like looked at as an anachronism. And
it's strange, like you'll watch a Powerade commercial and it's like, pause, take time for you. And I'm like, that is not how we grew up.
Yes, and so I'm curious, how have you adapted yourself to that? And also, you know, you manage an office with hundreds of employees, many of whom are, you know, young millennials, Gen Z, who put their personal work-life balance at the top of their sort of priority list. How have you adjusted your game for this new sort of environment?
One is,
his voice is cracking. He sound like he need to pause out this mug. All right, so we gonna get it started. You can check out that interview on YouTube, Idea Generation. I think some of y'all might have seen it already, which is all good. So we gonna get started. Happy Thursday once again. You know what it is. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm debating whether I'm gonna do next week or not, but we'll see. So to set it off, thank you, Rusty, for the emotes. Chris Acosta's in the building. Sent a 4-pack, and I guess we're going to get this first. Is this y'all first collab? First collab between you and Rusty? That's dope. Let's get it. Well, the last one I'm gonna play. Crazy already. Crazy. Hey. Woo. Motion picture shit. Hey. Woo. Hey. Love the piano, love that synth sound. Oh, Rick Ross and JV's in the belly of the beast. Cause it's in the least. Look at that with my nigga JV. Yo, I never been around with the chicken heads. But the thunder down in the chicken bed. I can't do Davy's voice. I tried. Hey! Anthony was good. Uncle Tony. Hey. I Woods is in the building. I see ya. Yeah, that's fire. Love that, Chris. You ain't even got a name for it. You just called it track, man. What's the name of that, man? Oh, track 4. You ain't even got a name for that. All right, next one by Chris. Fire, man. Got that piano going on, huh? We still on that Chris Acosta. Woo! Drums was crazy. Funky. Funky. Push button was good. We all over the keys today. Yeah, man. That's fire, man. All right. Yeah, them bass lines always be killing. Always killing, man. I can't wait. So this next one is a collab between Chris Acosta and Rusty Joints. Like to hear it, love to see it. So let's get it. This is Rusty Joints, Chris Acosta, Derailment Sonata. All right.
When I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
All the textures and the accompaniment. Horns. Body. Y'all make sure y'all follow Chris Acosta. Link is in the chat. And Rusty Joints Instagrams. Link is in the chat on the Twitch chat. Sorry, YouTube. But it is what it is, man. That's definitely some cinematic stuff right there. Yeah, nah, that worked. Please continue when y'all can. Man, we need to get some film people in here, some visual artists or something, man, because I see that like a ill video, like, you know. In the 80s, that's all we had, like 80s, 90s, 2000 videos for everything. You know what I'm saying? Art and Noise had videos. It used to be like some ill videos. Then like, I don't even know, like just make up short films. Like there used to be DVD forms of like it'd be a stack of songs and they would make a story out of it on a DVD, like Jay-Z Streets is Watching. You know what I mean? Of course, Kanye's Runaway. Like, I want to see more of that type of thing going on. Yeah, that's what it made me think of, especially when you started off with the gangster quote. It pulled you back in. You know, just do a collage of visuals. Would be real dope with that, man. Anyway, because there is a state, man, and the thing I respect about you a whole lot, Rusty, and everybody in here, obviously I respect all of y'all, but one of the things that I really respect about Rusty is you can tell he's really coming from a straight art perspective, and we need more of that. You know what I mean? Like I like the quote that Nas was saying, like he wants to hear more MCs from his era or his generation to put some music out. Ignore the trends, ignore the whatever, and just do it for the sake of art. You know, we don't care if it's going to be the trend, the hit, the whatever. Just do it because you love it, you know? And that's what I get when I hear Rusty's tracks, you know? I know that was a combo, but just in the thing, it's like, yeah, it's like, that's what it's about, man. Like, music is an art, and it could be commoditized, and it can do so many things to sell and promote. But I think now is a great time to really lock in and bring some more of the art out, especially with AI existing, copying formulas and stuff for the sake of selling, for the sake of getting over on consumers without actually paying a human. You know what I mean? So, Rusty, keep doing your thing. What's up, Chantel? Voxy, I see you. You know what I mean? All right, next up, we got S. Soul Centric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Yummo!
Yeah. They looked at me deranged, kinda strange. In this Range Rover, used to feel the pain. Now these days, about to change over. Lift my God on high, I'm so high, but I stay sober. Love it when they say your music refreshing like a page reloader. Dripping, mate, got a little messy out in Barcelona. All these bars up on you is what they say. When I crossed the border, it came easy. They ain't use no force. My God is Master Yoda. Got a Master Yoga, so it stays with me when class is over. Blazing records, I go back to back like a chain smoker. Got it backwards, that's my God. He my main roller, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Yeah, I go tripolar. Gave my heart to God, now I'm an organ donor. Yeah, one for them.
Hey, 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 hey.
One for that, lukewarm. God, I know you want my undivided.
It sounds like it could be on the Spider-Man soundtrack. Spideyverse. This is international show. Right, S. Soul Centric.
Gotta block out these distractions. It's the same old. Even out of space station, see him international. Olympus Mars with the bars. It's where you'll find the flow. Mama struggling financially, I can't sit alone. Just kill me, drive me crazy that I barely stay afloat. Feel like Venice on the waters with a paddle in the boat. I know that's
yeah, exactly. You
know I'm with you all the way, Lord. Keep push like a skateboard. Conversations with you.
Yummo, you up next.
No usher, it'll help you rediscover that no weapon formed against you, they can't touch you, nah. One for them, lukewarm. One for that, lukewarm. God, I know you want my undivided.
Yeah, yep. Into the Spideyverse, John Wick. Hey, hey. Yo, I'm not promo, man. No promo. No promo, Rusty. This is not sponsored. Yeah, nah, that was fire, man. S. Dot, stay consistent. Woo!
Yeah, hey, this feel good right here.
Okay.
But coming soon. Yeah.
Y'all follow S. Dot. Instagram link in the chat. On Twitch. What up, YouTube?
Yeah, live by the code, die by the code. Flip through the pages of my life and watch it unfold. Pressure getting heavy, it's hard to hold. Without his light shining on you, it's hard to grow. No matter how many seeds you planted, no matter how much you got in advantage. I see him sitting.
Top is so much better than a bottle.
Living up to different standards. He my AAA, I'm never stranded. I'm on a personal flight and I'ma never land it. On the pursuit
so
of
much better.
He a sticky bandit, stealing souls from the people that feeling abandoned. Yeah, but I got news for you. He can never do what my Lord do for you. Run along with me and bust this maneuver, bruh, and go the other way. The bright roads and the better days. Yeah, cause you never leave alone when the dark try to
Lord, Lord,
shine on your light, yeah. Cause you never leave alone when the dark try to creep up, shine on your light. Yeah, nights when my people used to love it a lot. Party hard all night, going shot after shot. Conversations about us being the cream of the crop. I used to hear my Lord and say, you know one day I'ma stop. Cause that life was enticing. Hit the let out looking for the right light skin. To the house I would normally invite them. And on Sunday I would try to act righteous. So hypocritical. He told me things are getting critical. I need you now, can't let a minute go. So he flipped it on me like a reciprocal. I didn't put up a fight to make it difficult. He said, I got news for ya. Made you an artist, musician, and a producer, bruh. So do this 180 and bust a maneuver. Hey. Out the way, the bright roads and the better days. Cause you never leave alone when the darks try to creep up. Shine on your light.
Hey.
Shine on your light, yeah. Cause you never leave alone when the darks try to creep up. Shine on your light.
Sheesh. We are listening to the sounds of S. Dot Centric International Show.
Yeah, hey, yeah. COVID trying to take me down. This the battle of my life. Hesitant to hug my son now. Every day I think it twice. Every day I give him love, so this is kinda weird for me. Expression on his face is like, this is kinda weird to me. But we gotta hold on. I like depending on it. Why these businesses are shut down like a never-ending audit. You can bank on me, giving it direct so you deposit in your wallet. But not talking pockets, I'm talking knowledge. Yeah. All up in your mind, all up in your soul. Making something out of nothing. Jesus with the loaves. Hearing in your ears, massaging in your lobes. Now we celebrating life.
Congratulations.
You can never land this flight when me and my amigos take off, ready to roll like a convict with an ankle brace off. Clean cut in my Sunday's best with the blazer. And when we rise again, make sure we do it.
I'm gonna rise,
this for all my frontliners who never taking a day off. There's angels in your outfield every time that you play ball. In these dark times, we light it up. We the quasars. Dark times like prison visits. It can't stay long. We fighting for our lives. It's only right we put the gloves on. Masked up, no robbery. Feel like all the love's gone. Keep them at arm's reach. It's about to be a tough one. Need to find a way to get it back to what it once was. I'm ready to risk it all.
Ooh, that sample teasing me, man. I want to hear that sample more.
Using my gifts to reach
teasing me, man.
My long distance calling. Out here fighting, they can't get it. No, I'm out here brawling. No time to be soft or shaman. Cold hard like the winter pawn. As good as gold can never pawn us. Feel like a new day upon us. Still in my Sunday's best. The blazer is fresh. In distress, we AAA the way we ace the test.
Hey, 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 hey.
Said I'm gonna rise again.
to go play some football in church. What we doing? All right. So the next one is a boss remix. S. Dot in the building.
Money through the roof and got it falling through the sky. Got me count money on the Percocet.
Hey.
Perpetuate petty niggas awaiting my demise. Noose around my neck, you think a young nigga kind. Looking deep into my eyes, you wanna see me rise. Who was born committing sins, you better watch the signs. King of all kings, Black Rothschilds. One nigga from the south will get you crossed out. So fuck where you from and fuck what you sold. Watch how you come or watch how it go. This who you fear, cause I knew they fold. And now I'm richer than them niggas, I could do the most. Money through the roof is falling from the sky. Count money on a Percocet high. Watch how you speak, I listen to your tone. Watches that you wear this different time zones. Crispy calamari twist for the foes. Murder undercover strip from your clothes. Hoops for the curb, suicide doors. Suits to be served for the drug lords. Clubs full of haters, tips for the waiters. Body count, AK-47s made us. Bell Harbor shops, 90 in the knot. In design district, boy, you see me at the top. Collins Ave, get the coca from the Coast Guard. Coast clear, let's reward the ones who cook raw. Dolce and Gabbana, button to the neck. Still hoping that your honor let the jury rest. It's button to the neck. Praying that your honor let the jury rest. All I wanna do is watch the ship float. It's the sunset, I'm talking big dope. Money through the roof is falling through the sky. Spent 200 for the coupe, they wanna shoot inside it. Fuck wearing vests, I knew that wouldn't fit. It's too slow to run, that'll get me flipped. They want me broke, but a nigga rich. I'm talking real money, and not just nigga rich. Grab pizza, get your niggas buried back east. At least, bitch, niggas better act easy. I bought the restaurants, you sold your metaphors. I held my niggas down, you hit the panic doors. I'm not impressed by the paintings on these niggas' walls.
Hey.
But Willie really drawing in the midst of wall. I do it for my homies up against the ropes. 20 years sentence talking to a ghost. Money through the roof is falling through the sky. My homie in the pen until the day he die.
Gross. My finger itching. I need some chicken. Wingstop. Y'all be watching. Yo, don't mind me, yo. I be watching them cartoons on YouTube, man. Them just be hilarious. Them cartoons when they be mocking the rappers. I forget the name of them, man. Them shits be funny. They be drawing the rappers and they do the sessions and stuff. They be hilarious. And the other one is what is it? What is it? The one where they be doing the Super Friends and they do the voice overdubs of Super Friends. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. They be cartoons, man. Crazy. All right, next up, Saint Beta. Yeah, is it Saint Beta? I'm gonna pull some of that up later. That'd be hilarious. Short bus shorty. All right, next up is Yummo in the Discord. Matter of fact, let me drag this over here. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Yummo. Let's go. Bases tonight, boy. Good morning. Vibes. Love that guitar too. Love that melody. Like the lazy hats. Woo. Beautiful. Put some emotes in the chat. Put some flames in the chat. Yummo, aka Memphis, 11M. What's up, Berlinko? Welcome. Just gonna let this rock out. Hey, 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 hey. Woo. Beautiful man, beautiful man. Beautiful. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, we got it. So, next up, we have... Oh, that was fire, man. Fire, by the way. Fire, by the way. So, next up, we have Jersey Beats and Berlin. 920 first time. Yep. Welcome, Berlin. You up next. See you submitted in the Discord. Everybody, welcome, Berlin. All right. So first we got Jersey Beats. Wait a minute. Did I see Jersey Beats in here yet? Anybody seen Jersey Beat in the chat? Jersey Beat? I think I saw him earlier. Jersey, you in the house, man. Is you in the house, Jersey? Let it be known then. I was in the house. Shout out to everybody. Hold on, where we at? Oh, shoot, I just passed the hour. All right, so before I get to Jersey Beats and everybody else, shout out to everybody. Yummo, I Would, Yaya, Chris, Rusty, S. Dot, Uncle Choney. Chantel was in the building. Chantel was on YouTube. Voxy B, of course. I think I said you already. S. Chris Costa. Scotty. Can't forget Scotty. And if I miss you, my bad. I'll shout you out a little later. All right, cool. Berlin. All right, before we get to that, I got to do this. And we're going to continue on. We're going to start off with Jersey Beats. With Jersey Beats, you in the building? I don't see Jersey Beat yet, so hopefully he'll be back in time. My name is Kerry Crucial Brothers.
And the Grammy goes to?
You probably know me as Crucial Keys.
Crucial right here, the other half of Crucial Keys, is an incredible musician and producer.
I'm a 2-time Grammy Award-winning, platinum and diamond selling music producer, songwriter, and probably one of the best kept secrets. I've been doing music for over 35 years. I've collaborated with the likes of Nas, Rakim, Keisha Cole, Isaac Hayes, Tony, and many more. I've worked on several movie scores and soundtracks, but I'm mostly known as Alicia Keys' music partner and executive producer for her first 4 studio albums and 1 unplugged, all with no formal music training. For the first time ever, I'm going to let you in on my secrets. We're going to be discussing music production, songwriting, and the mindsets it takes to bring the best out of you and your creativity. I'll share my insights on nurturing and creating synergy between artists, producers, and songwriters. I'll guide you through the art of songwriting, breaking down some of the essentials on memorable melodies, essential lyrics, and create an emotional response from your listeners. I'll also go behind the scenes and tell never-before-told stories, inspiration, and technical nuances behind some of the most acclaimed tracks I've been involved with. So whether you're just starting out or already deep in the music industry, there's something in this masterclass for everyone. Let's make some timeless music. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I don't see Jersey yet. So I take it he'll come back when he needs to. So I'm going to just slide it over here to Berlin. Welcome again. And this one is called You called this a shitty beat. Okay. Let's listen to his shitty beat. Bass is very muddy. It got a lot of drama to it. Oh, man, my throat. Oh. It sounded like a beginning of something. Sound like, definitely sound like the beginning of something. I think you continue work on it. Add some dropouts, some surprise moments. You know what I mean? A little EQ on the little better mix with the bass. Where you want to take it, because the actual bass of the track is real clear, real space wide, and your bass is very muddy. So it's a ill contrast. Like either you gotta like take some of the top end off of the sample or clean the bass up a little bit to make it fit better and don't sound like so much like a demo. You know what I mean? Or just add more elements to glue it together a little better. You know what I mean? All right. So next up we got, is Jersey Beast in the building yet? All right, we're going to move on to Rusty. No problem, Berlin. Welcome. You can send more in if you have. Oh, wait. What you call sent another one? Yummo. Yo, I see you sent another one in, Yummo. Y'all could send more than one track at a time. It's kind of easier for me to do that than going back and forth and jumping around. Like if you got 2 or 3 or 4, send them all at once and I can play them at once. Or if you just didn't think you wanted to play something or you didn't have anything and you remember something later on, then I'll get to you at the end. But for now, I'm going to play yours because I just played you right before. All right? All good, Berlin. Yummo. Red Light District. Hey. I never know where to put the damn chat. Crazy. Love them hats too. Them half hats. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Bass is killing once again. Hey. Voxy V says, I'm a Fizzan. That's Yummo. He on the disc. I'm a SoundCloud. Oh. Was that a snippet? I said Voxy and automatically it became a snippet. Makes me want to sing a step. Now that's what's up. All right. So, yeah. Yummo's on SoundCloud. Matter of fact, that's on the other computer. It's on the other computer. I'm double fisting it as usual. But yeah. But he's under Memphis on the SoundCloud. Yeah. Just Memphis on the SoundCloud, I think. Oh, Memphis 001. Memphis 001, a.k.a. Yummo. How does that connect? I have no idea. I don't know how that works. What up? K Tooks. Yeah, I don't know how that works with the name relation. All right, so next up we have Rusty Joint. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Some French name. Yeah, Rusty Joint's French sample or something. I don't know. Let's get it. Hey, hey. Perpendicular to the square, I'm in the spell. Protons and neutrons, electrons, metaphysical, analytical. Crazy. Rusty Joints. Oh, yeah. No doubt, Scotty. just grab some of them acapellas, Rusty. Grab some of them acapellas, throw them on your tracks. Yeah, man. Hey, 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 hey. Rusty George. Yeah, man. I don't think I've seen Jersey yet, right? Nobody seen Jersey? Anybody seen Jersey? Yeah, Jersey's right over there by New York. Yeah, those are called dad jokes, right? Nah, right? Nah, right? All right, so Discord is all done up. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I saw him in the beginning, too. Email. All right. I'm going to play him anyway. And I'm going to sit back down. And I'm going to open up the Discord. And I'm going to find some of them cartoons. Yeah, let's chat. Whoever want to chat, come to the Discord. Come to the living room on the Discord. But I'm going to play these three. Carter Life, what up? Foxy Fox. Oakland in the building, what up? Martha's Vineyard, what up? Welcome. All right, so if anybody see Jersey on the IG, let them know. I don't usually like to do this, but he's fam, so he'll probably catch the playback.
Jersey made a banger.
Maria's a bad mamacita. I fly her out Costa Rica. I fly her drip Louis Vuitton.
That shit.
If I don't cash out, swiping Visa. Red bottom, my baby, her feet up. Been popping on bottles, I'm geeked up.
Yo, he got that shit on plus 27. That shit is tuned all the way the fuck up. All right, one more time.
Jersey made a banger.
He wildin' for that sample.
Maria's a bad mamacita. I fly her out Costa Rica. I fly her drip Louis Vuitton. If I don't cash out, swiping Visa. Red bottom, my baby, her feet up. Been popping on bottles, I'm geeked up. Fucking on a crazy model, she's a eater. I was rocking there, posting now, fly like an eagle. Shawty don't love you, then she's not a keeper. Ain't nowhere to ring, put a glacier on her finger. Fucked her for years, whole time I was single. She hit my line anytime, shawty know she tryna mingle. Shawty is a dime, she a bad mamacita. Baby, if he loyal, then I know you a keeper. She got a nigga, but look how he treat her. I cannot blame her, no, I keep it player. Ice on my wrist, bitch,
I like the idea of it, it's crazy.
She in the field, so we just keep it player. Yeah.
It's almost like halftime. It's like double time halftime.
Yeah. We just keep it player. Yeah. West Side Story. Yeah. She like it when we adjacent. Sorry, don't want you taking. Don't think we live in a matrix. I'm just gon' give her my apex. She like it when I'm beneath her. Bustin' her pipes, got a leaking.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. I love the experimentation of it. That's what it's all about. This definitely has potential. Just got solidified. We gotta make it clear what we're trying to do right here. But I like the concept. You know what I mean? Catchy. Experimenting, man. That's what it's all about. Jersey made a banger.
Jersey made a banger.
So her ears don't know where to look.
Love. She wanna fuck with the kid. She wanna know where I live. Better not tell none of your friends about our biz, cause that's our business. None of their business what we got going on. Shawty, you know what we on. Don't gas me up like Royal Farms. You know I never do you wrong. Just walked in, swag on fleek. Red bone girl, like a fan of the week. Try to bring bad love like you came with receipt. Yeah, my nigga tight flow, we can stand and repeat. To your man, you can leave, cause there's nothing like I. Coach to the team, white band from the side. Don't tell me that it's real, I ain't here for the lies. Make up, can't cover with the pills on the eyes. Whoa, what do you drink? Tell the bartender bring it. I love familiar, cause to you I'm famous. I make it happen, intentions is aimless. Life with my team, and that's where it's contagious. Tell me about you, that's enough about me. Say you in school or your second degree. Still under 30, I'm saying it's peace. I'm just saying it's peace. Wait. The Lord is my chef, and he knows what I wanna ask you. Like I'm Bernie Mac, shorty, it's straight like that's you. Said she got a nigga, but she know she can't choose. Shorty, who you with, a nigga tryna slide through. So we got going on that I'm tryna slide through. The Lord is my chef, and he knows what I wanna ask you. Like I'm Bernie Mac, shorty, it's straight like that's you. She wanna fuck with the kid. She wanna know where I live. Better not tell none of your friends about our business, cause that's our business. None of their business what we got going on. Shawty, you know what we on. Don't gas me up like Royal Farms. You know I never do you wrong. Partner her body, her phone is on mute. I get her flowing, she calling me too. I been the block, but the squad I salute. She screaming, she busting, I holla, I'll shoot. The break it, bit escalate through. It's time to boss up your status and focus on you. Tell them I'm getting you through. I got the squad in this bitch, what the fuck you gon' do? And that's facts. The way that she throwing it back, she light on her toes. I give you dick, but this head is so good, you will fight for your life and recycle that rose. He spit that shit to them bitches, but never could kick it with us, cause he probably the toe. Tell her don't speak on my missus, cause all of that speaking to this and go get him exposed. Whoa. She wanna fuck with the kid. She wanna know where I live. tell none of your friends about our business, cause that's our business. None of their business what we got going on. Shawty, you know what we on. Don't gas me up like Royal Farms. You know I never do you wrong. What is my shot? And if you lose it, I wanna last you. Like I'm Bernie Mac, shawty ass fat like that's you. Said she got a nigga, but she know she can't choose. Shawty, who you with, nigga, tryna slide through.
That was a vibe. Yo, he's starting to remind me of Mayor Fontaine, also from Jersey. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Jersey made a banger.
Oh, I like the way you move, baby. She like to dance, I'm trying to groove, baby. She got that
You found the right auto-tune setting.
Got that latex, I'm trying to slide through.
Hey!
You know what we on. Just by her look, she turn me on. Think I'm in love with yellow bone. She independent on her own. She just wanna love somebody, cause everybody gotta love somebody. And I love your body all over my body. I just love your body all over my body, baby. Shawty is a vibe. What we finna do tonight? We getting higher than a kite. She treat me good, I treat her right. Just what I like, ain't shit my type. We just do it like Nike. Out with her friends looking spicy. I ball, I sing like I'm Tyrese. And I ain't acting, baby, you know I'm for real. She went diamonds and Birkins and new heels. She turned me on, shawty dripping the sex appeal. She down to earth and she loyal, she keep it real. Oh, I like the way you move, baby. She like to dance, I'm trying to groove, baby. She got that wetter than a pool, baby. Got that latex, I'm trying to slide through, baby. You know what we on. Just by her look, she turn me on. Think I'm in love with yellow bone. She independent on her own. Hey. She just wanna love somebody, cause everybody gotta love somebody. I love your body all over my body. I just love your body all over my body.
I pull up on her, then she put it in her mouth, yeah. She got that brain like she foaming out the mouth, yeah. She got a booty like she living in the South, yeah. I swear I didn't know that she was really about that. Caress her man, I'm tryna listen to her mindset. She got that brain that could be sent out to a college. And she get low on me, she looking like an ice queen. I swear I didn't know that she was really about that. Your mom's spectacular, don't really think they could ever adjust. I'm talking legacy, you gonna know that tunnel level line. Receive my blessing from the heavenly, I had to listen up. Open my eyes and certain shit and then say fuck it, live it up.
Oh, I like the way you move, baby. She like to dance, I'm trying to groove, baby. She got that wetter than a pool, baby. Got that latex, I'm trying to slide through, baby. You know what we on. Just by her look, she turn me on. Think I'm in love with yellow bone. She independent on her own. She just wanna love somebody, cause everybody gotta love somebody. And I love your body all over my body. I just love your body all over my body, baby. You know you want it, baby. We can get it jumping, baby. You got me twisted, baby. Girl, you know you pretty, baby. She knocks me off now.
Jersey.
All I need in this life is me and my girlfriend, down the ride to the bears and me and my girlfriend.
Jersey made a banger. Jersey made a banger.
I'm feeling satisfied, baby. Knowing that you are my ride We like Bonnie and Clyde, baby. Shorty know she bad and you my baby. If loving you was a crime, baby, I would do the time, baby. You're always on my mind, baby. You're one of a kind, baby. Shorty know a nigga young and handsome. She fuck with the kid, keep it a stack. I'm a grandson. Gave a fuck about a wig, she thick with drip, Louis Vuitton. Want some soldier boy shit, hop about the bitch, turn her swag. I'm not a drug dealer, but I got what you need, baby. It's a hell of a vibe when it's just you and me, baby. All these feelings inside, you make my life complete, baby. Shorty my ride or die, went from 9 to 5 to LLC, baby. She held me down when a nigga had nothing. Fucked around and stayed down till a nigga had something. Fuck around, blow a bag on you. You know I have a thing for you. I know you miss me when I'm not around. When I get back, you know it's going down. So deep in love, you make my world go round. So deep in love, you make my world go round. I'm feeling satisfied, baby. Knowing that you are my ride or die, baby. We like Bonnie and Clyde, baby. Shorty know she bad and you my baby. If loving you was a crime, baby, I would do the time, baby. You're always on my mind, baby. You're one of a kind, baby. All I really need is your loving. Caressing on me, skin soft when you touching on me. Shorty, want me a trophy like a Lombardi. I'm your Offset and you my Cardi. Never make you upset, I'm never sorry. Ran up a check, I put you in a Rari. Hit the gas and skirt off with my shorty. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the very end.
Hey!
Me and my girlfriend.
Jersey made a banger.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, seems that Jersey could make it. But I think that was his latest video. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Cool. So let me do this. Let me go here. Okay, let me unmute this. Okay. One, two. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so if you want to come to the Discord and chat, let me know. I'll pull you up. You know what I'm saying? Well, yo, I haven't seen. Oh, damn, this is 11 years old? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anybody seen this? Let's see. How do I do it again?
It was just another day in the ATL.
ATL, shorty.
Store from getting some sunflower seeds when I received a message.
Yeah, bitch. You stole my swag, I stole your girl. Haha, bitch.
There was nothing I could do. I had to save my woman. I ran off to the SODMG spaceship, and then I took off.
Will Soldier Boy rescue his woman and save the day?
Yeah, man, we about to get this shit. Yeah!
Well, no, he won't.
I'm playing Pac-Man Beach.
Hey, what's up, homie? Ain't nothing, man. You staying late tonight? Yeah, I'll be here all night. I'll be here. All right, cool. I ain't gonna be able to stay late. I gotta head out early, but what up? Future coming through tonight. So you're gonna have to record them. Oh, hell no. I'm gonna get paid extra?
True, we lead the team on them lame edge. Call around and grow around the call lame edge. Burbank, wall and the balls next match. Bitch bitches busting on my dick.
Hey, just let me know when you're ready to record.
I will record, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm gonna start you back where you are.
Yeah. Turn up. Free band. Free band. Free band. Hold up, turn that shit off.
What? What happened?
I need some auto-tune in that bitch.
What?
I need some auto-tune in that.
Auto-tune?
Yeah, free band. Yo, let me give me all that. Sound like T-Pain.
Tell me that sound good.
That good. Start back up. Start right before the beat.
What?
Right before the beat.
What you say?
Right before the beat. Stop right before the beat.
What?
Right before the beat. Stop right
before the what? The beat?
Yeah, I got 2 colors, got 2 whites, got 2 greens, got 2 browns, got 2 orange, got 2 yellow, got 2 up, got 2 down. A free brand, got a green call with a color call, with a brown call, with a custom call, got a color call, with a custom call, got a green call. And man, hold up, I messed up. Start over.
Start over? You don't want, what you want, you don't want?
Yeah, I want to keep that. Keep it?
Play
it back.
Alright, play it back.
No,
from what?
Delete that.
Delete it?
Keep it. Let me hear it.
What you need to hear for?
Let me, yeah.
Why you need to hear it?
Cause I messed up on the words on one part.
That shit was whack when you did it.
Let me do it over so you can understand what I'm saying this time. Free brand, got a bitch back with a big tank, got a big hole with a big brain. She got a big hole, got a plus collar, got a purple cup with some Sprite in it. I'm drinking Sprite, I'm rapping like I'm Titty Boy. I think I'm Titty Boy, I like 2 chains, I got 2 chains. I got dreads like I'm 2 chains, look like I'm 2 chains, but I got a big belt around my neck and I look like 2 lanes. I swag like I'm T-Pain, cause I make it all you can't understand what I'm saying.
Nigga, is you in there reading a text message or something?
No.
I hope you in there reading a book, How to Rap for Dummies.
Nigga, I can't read.
Why you even ask me to put on auto-tune? I can't even hear you through this shit. And you not even singing.
I can sing with let the beat play. I see what the auto-tune.
Bruh, one more time. One more. That's not singing. Get the fuck out the studio.
Free band.
Don't ever come back.
Free band.
Until you actually write a rap.
Free band.
And make some sense.
Well,
and learn how to talk. And learn how to sing. And learn how to brush your teeth.
Free band. I gotta Sprite the cup with the lean.
Stop trying to be like 2 Chainz.
Free band.
I'm playing back, bitch.
Man, it's crazy, man. Anyway, yeah. I would binge watch those every now and then. Let me see, what's this latest one? See if he's still reading. What's this one? Latest 4 months ago. 5 months ago. Oh, they did the Drink Champs? Oh, what's this one? Let me see this one.
Yo, 21, I hope you ready, man. Are you counting over there?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Yup, 21. I ain't lost some billions, so I had to hit the chicken dance. And I'm dancing around like I got ants in my pants. Did a French toast, but no, I do not live in France. Adidas dropped in mans, maybe he could do a deal with Vans. Yup, maybe he could make some Yeezy slides. DEFCON 3 is that code for career suicide. Spinning like a traitor, so I had to show my Jewish side. I can question who you are, you can't question who am I. You a nigga, and I'm a pussy. Yeah, you know. A word that rhyme with bike, 21. Can you do that dance that I kinda like? He from London, so his forehead gonna have a knife. And the queen just died, I know Savage finna slide. And the British coming, so you better duck and hide. Yeah, they call them chips, not fries. Ain't no fries. Yeah, I feel so gangsta stand next to 21 Savage. You a Mickey Mouse, you a rat, you a snitch. They took my passport, ain't that about a bitch? I know I'm from UK, but right now I'm trying to switch. My Glock gotta switch, I gotta be careful when I piss. I'm from overseas, you would think I was a fish. While I'm at it, long live Queen Elizabeth. If I'm good, I could be a US citizen. So I'm gonna get deported because Drake keep trying to diss. I just found out Drake Jewish, I know Kanye pissed. I'm an old brick, but I'm reppin' Zone City. I moved to America, now I won't shoot up some shit. He ain't football if the ball don't get kicked. I be down the road with my brothers and my sis. My royal family, I'm a French prince like William Smith. Yeah. 21. So 21, you couldn't finish those last few bars? Nah, you're just rhyming words like bitch and shit. Or you like Birdman or something? Don't worry about it. I'll carry us the rest of this album. All right, 21.
Yo, that's how he be rhyming too. Yo. Crazy. Hold up. Let me see this Drink Champs thing. All right, this last one. Last one I'm going to play. Drink Champs.
I took the wild to border. You gonna be calling when the new Yeezys come out. I called Kim and Ski answer. I called twice while you ain't pick up faster. Let me speak to Nori, she too busy making TikToks. You gon' make Ye Will Smith on you, Chris Rock. I just wanna take my kids to the zoo. I just wanna be in charge of Kim's shoes. I just want skinny jeans, size 16 rain boots. I just want a fine guy, all I do is find juice. Nori cussed me out when I told her that our jacket don't match. But Nori only dates Chappelle, wear those hats. I ain't had a black barber in years, but I got Balenciaga. There's a million starving kids, but I got $1 billion. Yeezy high feeling, sell that Yeezy in that thunder. Unstitched fabric, unfinished product, unmixed music. The song in actuality, it sounds like thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel me deep inside you?
Oh, yeah, I sure do. I do.
Oh, my God.
Say my name.
Oh, my
Aubrey.
God.
I think I know the other name.
Drake. Drake.
Yeah, whoever's calling you is interrupting my tempo.
Drake, shut up. It's Kim. Hey, Kimmy.
I'm just
What's
saying.
up? Mommy, we're going to be kicked out of Hollywood, and it's all because of something Kanye did. What? Why, Kim? Why? I don't know. What did he do? I don't know, but I know it's something crazy. That's why my phone has been going off nonstop.
Are y'all talking about Kanye's interview on Drink Champs? Oh my gosh, you guys are canceled.
Is that Drake? Yeah, so? Drake!
Take that.
I'm wearing a shirt right now to show that you cannot control me. This is not me speaking right now. This is Martin Luther King speaking, fam. This is not a cry for help. This is my Gettysburg Address. This is where I free the slaves.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do this. The spirit of Shaka Zulu's doing this. You cannot control me. I cannot be controlled.
Just make some noise for that goddamn it.
You know, when I go to my family reunion, all I see is black people. I be like, Sal, why you ain't got no whiteies on the wall?
So we make some noise for that. I feel like we should
You're not going to gatekeep us and marginalize us until we meet your demands. You cannot control me. Nori's wearing lipstick, Kim. You're not a good mom.
Sean Trey.
This is my mom speaking right now. I'm in control.
But we're just ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow.
I took the wild the baller.
They are off the chain.
Let's make some noise for that goddamn it.
Let's make some noise for that goddamn it.
Yo, shut up, John Legend. You cannot control me. Not like you let that white media control you. I'm uncontrollable. That's Tupac that said that. Yeah. And this is Fresh Limbo speaking right now, fam. White Lives Matter, fam. Baby, you and I. Get you a White Lives Matter shirt and stop trying to marginalize me. You cannot control me.
I thought I told you that you gon' stop.
I can't stop.
Take that. Take this shit off. Take it off. I thought I told you that you gon' stop.
Puff, I love you, but you're controlled by the Illuminati. You can't control me. Do something illegal to me. Steal my mail. Do something illegal to me. Sell me some stolen goods. Touch me, daddy. Touch me, Pop Daddy. I'll write rounds. I'll write checks.
Bad boy.
You cannot control me.
Bad boy.
You see my shades, fam?
Take that shit.
He hypnotized with hatred. They hypnotized that boy, man. They hypnotized him. Yeah, they hypnotized him. Now, come on, man. You need to go ahead and paint your face white, man. You go ahead and paint your face white, man. Poopsie Rose. Paint your face white, man. Take it slow. Yo, fam, why is she with you everywhere you go? Are you in control? No, we just ordinary people.
Off the chain, goddamn.
Ordinary? No, fam, you a dog. That's Dr. Doolittle speaking through me. You cannot control me.
It's Sway. And Kanye, I just wanted to say...
You ain't got the answer, Sway. Well, yeah, you do. Hold up, Sway. What's 15 million divided by 365?
Kanye, I don't really know.
That's right, because you ain't got the answer, Sway. Ha! You thought you was going to control me? I cannot be controlled. I have so much money, I could make 3 clothing lines, but they would not stitch my fabric the way I like it. Stitch my fabric. I'm in control now. I'm in control.
Yeah, Kim, I got you on speakerphone.
Hey, what up, Kim?
Kiki, do you love me? I'm riding.
What's going on?
Yo, Kim, ever since you got with Ye, our relationship hasn't been the same.
What are you talking about?
No, girl, I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just look at the way we speak to each other now. You used to call me on my cell phone. And now I'm clapping your mom's cheeks whenever I gotta deliver you a message.
What?
You still there?
God
Bye.
Damn.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
God damn.
Okay, guys, mommy needs to use the computer. Why do you guys keep watching this tape? This tape sucked. Nori, when it's your turn, don't make a tape with a guy named Ray J. Yeah, your mommy needs the computer. Your dad didn't take his meds, and I need to see what's going on.
Whoa.
Yo, fam. Fam, what is this?
Later,
kind
Chris.
of mind control trick? Fam.
Peace out, Chris.
This is not gonna work. I'm in control right now.
Fam.
Peace out, Chris. S. Dot. This is off the chain. I ain't watched his cartoons in a minute. That boy insane. Y'all thought the Boondocks was something. It'd be random moments, right? Great stuff, Chris. Fireman. Once again, yo. Yeah. Let me just finish this cartoon. I think I'm gonna be out. Or maybe I'll play the rest of that interview. Excuse me. Yeah, way out of pocket. Way out of pocket. That shit. Oh my God. Damn. It's so crazy because like everybody extra sensitive, man. So I don't even know if his page is monetized.
Hey, can you keep it down over there?
Oh, my bad.
Like, what are you doing? You're trying to control me? I cannot be controlled.
I'm trying to swallow this hard peanut butter jelly sandwich. You want some, dude?
Let's make some noise for that goddamn it. I called Kim, ski answer. I called twice why you ain't pick up faster. Like, nigga, you ain't want them new Yeezys, nigga. You gonna be calling when the new Yeezys come out. I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not gonna let you play with my family. It's my family. You can't take my kids away from me. It's my family.
Kanye, you're with your kids right now. Why are you on the phone with me? Enjoy your fucking kids.
No, Kim. How am I gonna be with my kids when I gotta make these new Yeezy shoes?
Well, Kanye, North has practice at 6. What are
You gotta come pick up your kids. Be a good mom.
Kanye, just stop this crap and go be a dad.
Dad? I can't be Bill Cosby, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Dad. I can't be all of them.
Did you take your meds?
Maybe I can. I can. I could be everybody.
Kanye, what?
Kim, I'm gonna call you back. I'm hang up. I gotta go be everybody right quick, okay?
Do not leave my kids out.
And come pick Northie up.
Kanye, if you leave my kids on the street again, this is the last time you're ever gonna see them.
Find God. Hallelujah. Bye.
Oh, yeah, Ray J. Yeah, right there, Ray J.
Daddy, what's this video on your computer? Northie, what are you doing watching this? What's Mommy doing? Mommy's wrestling. Why is that guy wrestling with Mommy? Cause Mommy used to be a championship wrestler. Greatest of all time. Cool, Mommy is so cool. Yeah, your mom's real cool. Why is she biting that man? Yo, Northie, fam, shut up and watch the movie. You're talking through the movie. You talk too much, Northie. That's why I don't take you anywhere.
Off the chain.
I took the water.
Off the motherfucking chain. Off the chain. Jesus Christ. It's tough to be a celebrity. They gonna get you. They gonna get you. All right. Where we at? Cool. All right, so that's it for me. I'm gonna end it off with this rest of the interview, and I'm gonna head out. Appreciate everybody that came through. I guess it's a Thursday, a busy Thursday. Is this something going on? A game or something? A game going on or something? I see nobody wanted to come to the Discord, which is cool. I got all the joints in. It's early night. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be here next week. But we'll see. But most likely I'll be in another location. I'm switching it up. Oh yeah. Rusty. Well, most of the people, I think most of the family's gone though. I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to get these songs for the soundtracks, or the syncing rather, together. So I'm gonna send an email soon for the VIPs and see what's good with y'all collaborations. Cause I'm not sure if everybody has a way to record or send files or etc. And we gotta figure that out. But I will be having we will be having a Zoom next week. Yo, welcome. Yeah, it's still kind of early. Raise somebody. All right. Let me see. I don't know, man. PG Lizzy. What's good? P Glizzy, brother. Is that P Glizzy? P Glizzy. All right, good. Dracer sent you something, Rusty. Cool. P Glizzy. Oh, that's Portia. Is that Portia? Yes, what's good? There we go. Been a little minute. All right, cool, Rusty. Yeah, so I got some stuff to read y'all during the Zoom, so that'll be cool. You know what I mean? We about to bounce up out of here, P. Glizzy. But thanks for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Big Portia. All right, so I'm gonna end it off with the rest of this interview. And check y'all next time. All good, Blueprints. Catch you next time. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
And we now exist in a world where that is like looked at as an anachronism. And
it's strange, like you'll watch a Powerade commercial and it's like, pause, take time for you. And I'm like, that is not how we grew up.
Yes, and so I'm curious, how have you adapted yourself to that? And also, you know, you manage an office with hundreds of employees, many of whom are, you know, young millennials, Gen Z, who put their personal work-life balance at the top of their sort of priority list. How have you adjusted your game for this new sort of environment?
One, it's not even adjusting my game. I've changed. I mean, I wake up every morning and cold plunge and meditate. So I'm kind of evolving in that way too. What I think it is having that balance of there also has to be action, not just a pause. And also, I don't hold on so tight anymore. I used to think it was my responsibility to make sure we're all successful. And now I realized, with the help of some of the young people who used to work for me, having really candid conversations with me about their own ambitions and not thinking it's my responsibility to get them there, I realized that I don't have to carry that weight anymore.
Do you think you could have achieved what you've achieved if you had this sort of?
No. I think that I am in my journey where I'm supposed to be at this point. I had to be that way at 22. I had to be that way at 26. I had to be that way at 31. This is who I am at 41. And being those different versions of me gave me the perspective and the journey to get here. I don't think I would have gotten here without being exactly who I was at that place. But if I stay in that place, if I'm stagnant, if I just refuse to continue evolving, that's on me. And that's not okay with me. I hope to be better at 51 than I am at 41. Do I have a role model whose success I aspire towards? I read a book called The Operator. It was about David Geffen, and I've been very fortunate to have David become a mentor to me at this point in my life. And he hates that book. When I read the book, I saw someone who was incredibly flawed, who's a normal human being, who cared deeply, who had this tremendous amount of success. And he inspired me because I knew I was flawed just like everyone else. But he made me believe I could achieve things by his story.
Something that I sort of struggle with is when I look at my success at Complex, a lot of what drove it was just having like an insatiable desire to win and like working all day, all night, never putting it down. And now I have 2 kids and a wife and a family, and I struggle with sort of the idea of like, can I still operate at the level that I am accustomed to, that I want to, that I aspire towards, and maintain all of this over here and nurture it and recognize that it's obviously, in the end of the day, more important. It seems like from the outside, the last couple of years, you've spent a lot of time and energy sort of figuring that balance out. And what does that look like?
My first tattoo, I was 18 years old. It says family on my wrist. And it's a strange thing for an 18-year-old to tattoo family on their wrist and not be talking about their current family of mom and dad. I was talking about my future family, because all I wanted to do was be a family man. And I wanted to show the industry that you could be super successful and be a family man and balance it and everything else. And then I look back and here I put this family on a pedestal, I put this whole thing, and I was doing everything to be an example. But that's actually not being a family man. It's not about a community project. It's about being there for them, and it has nothing to do with everyone else. And it wasn't until the way I saw my family didn't work out, and this idea that I had created wasn't happening the way I wanted, and I lost my marriage, that's when I had to face myself and say, why am I falling apart right now? Because this isn't working. I didn't have any exposure to divorce growing up. I couldn't get my head around it. And I realize now that it had to happen for me to become present. And when you say I'm finding that balance, sometimes it's when you lose something, that's when you really start to say, wait a second, what is important? It's not even a balancing. I now have my priorities in order, because when I have my kids 50% of the time, I know that 50% of the time they might not be with me. So when they're with me, they get 100% of me. And I had to lose something to gain everything. So it's not even to me about finding a balance. It's about finding out what you're not willing to live without. And I'm not willing to live without my time with them. And I'm not willing to be anything less than this version ever again. I'm not willing to go backwards. I'm not willing to be the guy that needed to win all the time. I just won't be that anymore, because that was this thing that I created that I thought everyone else would love me if I did all that. What did I learn from my biggest mistake? Like, I kind of look at it as like, I don't know if there's mistakes. I think there's opportunities to learn. So I don't know if I define the word as a mistake, but I think it's usually a really, really great tool to figure out where I want to go in my life to not feel that way. And I'm sometimes able to do that, and sometimes I feel stuck. And I'm in a constant work in progress of working towards that. I was able to ask Jeff Bezos, what do you want? You know, this is one of the most commercially successful human beings of all time. And he looked at me and he said, I want to evolve. And I thought that was a cheat code. You know, here it is. You don't need $200 billion to start evolving as a person, to evolve in your intimacy, evolve as a father, evolve as a friend. I think the last couple years, a lot of things changed in my life. And when I couldn't fix certain things, I realized I had to fix myself. And I had to unlearn certain habits and certain traits, and I went on a real deep path of self-work, which I think sometimes people think is a negative thing. They're like, oh, you're in self-work because you're losing it. I wasn't losing it. I just didn't have a clear path anymore. I was confused, and I built such a story for myself as Scooter that I had lost the little kid Scott along the way. What I'm learning is to love my essence, that all the achievements and all that, my friends don't love me for any of that. And that's why I wrote what I wrote. It was the idea like that you're enough, Scott, because you create, at least I did, I created Scooter to be stronger in the world, because I deep down growing up didn't think I was enough. Even with all the confidence my dad instilled in me and all the things that happened to me, there was something inside me for other reasons that I didn't think I was enough, so I had to create Scooter. I went on a path to kind of rediscover that and get, you know, go back to my childhood and then discover who I am today and relearn and let things go. I've started to implement more and more of that into my life, and it's been the hardest yet most rewarding journey I've ever had in the last 3 years.
You talked a lot about how you no longer manifest.
Well, look, let me say this. I didn't say I no longer manifest. I just look at it differently. Okay. I still manifest, but I don't believe that it's just manifestation. I believe that I manifest things and I'm participating in the universe. We do play a role. We can manifest certain things, but when it doesn't go our way, it might be because the universe is saying, that's not the lesson I want you to learn. I need you to learn something else. It's like you can make a play in basketball, and you're definitely the person who made the decision to make that pass. But there's so many other elements going on the court that play a role in what happens in that game. So you're participating in the game. You're not controlling the game. So I think the only action that's wrong is inaction. The reason I say that is like, you actually don't know what you're participating in unless you participate. So I think in those early years, I was throwing myself in the ring. I was allowing myself to see what opportunities could happen for me if I was willing to get in there and try. And I think for people watching this, that's the thing I would encourage them the most. You're sitting there watching this right now, and you know you have some ambition and you have some dream and you've been procrastinating. You're like, I'm gonna get to it tomorrow, and I got my job and I can't do this or I can't do that. And one day you're gonna wake up and say, where did all the time go? You don't know what you're capable of until you give yourself an opportunity to find out. And I think that at a very young age, because of, I don't know, just the way I'm programmed, I was like, why not? Why not me? I wasn't waiting for someone to tell me go. I would see something and I was like, let's go for it. And then the universe either kicked my ass and taught me a lesson I needed to know, or said, hey, here's a reward for participating, you get to keep going. And I think that the only thing that you can do that's wrong is doing nothing. Because even the times you get your ass kicked, that's part of the journey.
What is it that makes you get out of bed every morning and want to keep doing it?
I'm still curious. I think the day I stop and go in a different direction is the day I stop being curious. And I don't know if that's tomorrow, if that's 5 years from now. I know that my curiosity about certain things has changed, and now I'm curious about other things. And as long as I continue to have a platform to be curious that I enjoy, I'll keep doing it. But there will be a day where I take a pause and I say, hey, I'm gonna take the next year off and just see what comes. And kind of what gets me out of bed in the morning is both that curiosity and the fact that my kids are at my bed pretty much around 6:30 saying, Daddy, get up. I know that day will end too one day. And as long as they're willing to come running in that room and hang out with me, I'm gonna keep hanging out with them.
Good stuff, man. Peace out, y'all.
Sending this one out. Sending this one out. You know what I'm saying? No doubt indeed. Without weed. You know what I'm saying?
And so he ain't gonna be no fighter. He's gonna use his brain.
Why not? Why wouldn't you let him be a fighter?
For what?
Well, I mean, you're a fighter. I mean, why?
I had to be a fighter.
Can't anybody see?
That old real shit.
You've gotta walk or find it. Never find a way, regardless of what they say. How can it feel this long?
There's a war going on outside. No
From this moment, how can it feel this wrong? Storm in the morning, feel no more can you say?
extra, extra. It's Mr. Headlines who signed every contract and missed the deadlines. 40 days, 40 nights, trying to live up to the hype. It's the road less traveled. It's the one who missed the flights. All hit me up like, what you scared of heights? Know your sister tired of working, gotta do her something nice. I'm like, don't you know I stay up for fouling late nights? She need bread, she need rice, she need bread, she need ice.